I want to ask you a question. If you wanted to grow tulips, would you search Google or would you search somebody who's so famous for growing them that he's known as the Martha Stewart of Denmark? If you wanted a step-by-step process on how to grow great tulips, would you ask AI? Or would you ask someone who grows them on such a huge scale that he actually moves them around on pallets with a forklift? Of course, I'm talking about Claus Dalby, who has written more than 30 books on the subject across all languages. And in this video, I'm going to take you with me as I follow his process step by step. And as I do, I'm also going to share with you the one thing that was really disappointing to me. So let's go. I usually choose everything in white, but this time I decided to try these beautiful Angelique tulips from Brex. I was already reading and rereading Claus Dalby's book when my order arrived, and I decided to read those instructions not once but twice. If anything were going to conflict with what he was advising, I decided to follow Claus's instead. So I put my bulbs in the refrigerator. I gave my family a heads up, no fresh fruit in the same crisper drawer as my bulbs, and I put it on the calendar and I waited for 6 weeks. While I waited, I watched more of Klaus's videos and reread his book. When the 6 weeks was up, I took my bulbs out and I was ready to plant, and my family was glad to have the crisper back. Claus creates incredible displays of terracotta pots, which he moves around with a forklift and on pallets. But for me, I had different requirements as far as the pot. I wanted it to be a little bit lighter weight because I'm not sure where it's eventually going to wind up. So I had to be able to move it. I used one of my trusty 7-gallon black plastic pots. I know that it's got good drainage and I'll be able to move it. When it came down to the soil, I had to do something differently than what I normally do, but I was determined to follow Klaus's advice exactly. So normally I buy something on sale, I add a little bit of my own soil from my garden because it's really sandy, and then I always add a little bit of chicken manure. But in this case, I am not deviating from Claus Dalby's advice, not even a little. Klaus's advice was to use fresh soil, or at least something you've never grown tulips in before. So I decided to just start out with fresh soil. Here's what I bought. I bought 24 of the same thing because I love the look of the bouquet. My bulbs don't look as fresh as what Klaus had, maybe because they've been shipped such a long distance. They're a little disappointing, I have to say. Let's get these guys planted. So Klaus's instruction said, you want to plant them 3 times the depth of the bulb. So if these bulbs are 2 inches, that means 6 inches. So I've got my soil at 6 inches. Here's the part I've been waiting for. Klaus said about 1 inch apart. He also said part of the fun of planting these is dreaming about what they're going to look like in the spring. And I couldn't agree more. I'm waiting to see those bouquets of pink Angelique. I don't know, I'm still a little worried about the quality, but maybe this is the best we can get in this country. I don't really know. Well, I actually thought that 24 was going to really crowd this pot. I think what I'll do is move them just a little closer to the center. That should work. Now I'm going to cover them with my 6 inches of soil. I guess it actually comes out to more like 4 inches of soil because 2 inches is taken up by the bulb. And I am going to leave a little bit of a lip on the edge there. I noticed that Klaus didn't really pack it down. He just kind of leveled it off. So that's what I'm going to do. Maybe keeping it fluffy is important to the air circulation. I don't know, but I'm ready to water. Now you know why I said I'm going black plastic rather than terracotta, at least for the first time. I can easily move this, at least when it's dry. Now it's time to water for the one and only time. I want to make sure that it gets wet all the way to the bottom because it's going to rest for the winter, and I'm not going to water it again until I see the stage of growth that he showed in his own video. I'm definitely going to label them because I don't want to forget when I planted them. So today is December 13th, and these are Angelique. And I planted 24 of them. And I really hope I worried about the quality for nothing. Lastly, Klaus suggested that if you're going to keep it outside as opposed to inside a garage or a shed, you've got to keep it dry. Otherwise, the soil is going to get waterlogged and the tulips will rot during the rainy season. But because I have a squirrel problem, I need to worry about covering it with something those squirrels aren't going to get into. So I think I can outsmart them by covering it this way. Now all I have to do is put them under the eave on the north side of the house because that is the coldest spot in my whole garden. Klaus's method does not involve fertilizing at the time of planting. Even when I went to the nursery, there were fertilizers there for bulbs, but because I was following him step by step, I didn't fertilize at the time I put the bulbs in the soil. He says that bulb has everything it needs to get started and to grow for the first 30 days. After I see those green shoots coming up, after I've taken this off, then he says a slow release, timed, pelleted fertilizer. So I've had good luck with this one in the past. I decided this would be my go-to fertilizer for my tulips. At the end of the season, Klaus digs his up and puts them into the landscape. I don't think that's going to work for me. He's in zone 8B, I'm in zone 9B, so I don't get the cold winters he does. But more importantly than that, I really see this as a container gardening project. And if I can be successful with this first pot, I can see expanding it down the road in the years to come. Good luck with your tulips. I hope you try it. And if you're a seasoned tulip grower, please leave me a comment and give me some tips of your own, especially if you're in zone 9B. Thanks so much for being here. See you next time.